in the sense he is enjoying all these people. So for a person who doesn't believe these things, in the sense a foreigner, you will say, is your God a cannibal kind of thing? So that kind of a idea is being projected here. But actually it's not so. It is basically he is everything, he controls everything, he is the destroyer and all that. That is a real concept given here. But for a person who reads this, he may get a different opinion.
Yeah, so that's a good point, which is God, Bhagavan is a source of solace, for source of, you know, uh, we are thinking that God is going to save me from my problems. Now suddenly he says, Kalos Meham, and all these things are happening. It's a little, can be confused, And, and yeah, given a chance to our people, other religions, they will say, look at your God. He's a killer. He's a crusher. He's the guy who causes tsunami and all that. Don't think you're praying to a God who causes tsunami and who causes volcanoes and earthquakes. That's your God. That's why you should come to our God. So that my response is this. Okay, I should come to your God, correct? I should come to your religion. That your religion people are unaffected by the tsunami, are unaffected by volcanoes, earthquakes. Is that the problem? And it's worse. Your religion, God doesn't even have the power to stop all this. Do something to stop all this. He is powerless. Your God is powerless. Like that, you give a little think to them. But yeah, so here, that aspect, everything is Ishvara, everything is Bhagavan. And so, no bhakta can claim that I am free of what? Unpleasant experiences. No bhakta can claim. They can only put up with unpleasant experiences. They say, why Bhagavan, why are you testing me like this? Why are you testing me like this? I want a break. And then they convert it into poetry and then say, and then why are you doing this to me? Did I hurt you anyway? Did you have a problem with me? Like that, they have a dialogue. And then why don't you give me a break? Like that. So in our dharma, because of this idea of karma, we can accept all these things just like that. We don't need any explanation at all. Very naturally, we say everything is Bhagavan. Yeah. So your point that a person, Western person and all, yes, yeah. So without context, if we study anything, we end up having problems. And so
even in Garuda Purana, there is so much of for a poppy, so much punishments are given, frying in oil and all that. So some imaginary is given there, like imagery.
Correct. And see, you are saying imaginary. I am thinking, why should it be imaginary? I fry something, suddenly some insect falls inside. That insect could have been a human being in the previous generation. And then now some our politicians and all, sometimes I think this is what their fate is going to be. So they are born as something else and they get fried. That's possible. And just trying to, why should it be imaginary? Garuda Purana cannot tell things that are imaginary. Purana, it is Vyasa wrote it. He may be writing it, metaphors may be there. Correct. Metaphors may be there. But whether I get fried or not fried, people say I'm getting fried. They do say that. The life experience is so bad, I'm getting fried. That's what they say. That means what? That is the frying. We should not take it literally. That some oil is being heated up and all. There's a way to show the frying, but frying is what is happening right now to all of us. We've gone through all these things. So it's not new to us. That's the idea. So we don't, Garuda Purana. So Puranas, everything need not be taken literally. It just means that experience. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, because in the Christian belief, Jesus loves, and in their theory, all the bad things happen to him. and he absolved everything, right? And basically they crucified him, right? Then only all the God came, not before that, just because he spoke against so many things. So if you see anywhere, the only statement is Jesus loves you. That's it.
Correct. Correct. Because they don't have an explanation to all the suffering that's going on. They don't have an explanation. In fact, I can guess very well that they have conflicts. The Christians will, if they start thinking, they'll have conflicts. Because they will have to ask, why is God doing this to me? I am a very good Christian. I'm a very good Christian means what? Jesus loves me and I'm a good Christian. So why should I suffer? There cannot be suffering in my life. That is what they teach. Then what? Cannot be suffering in my life is a utopian state. So stuff. I don't know how they manage all this. And that's why you have they have this what is it? Yeah. Yeah, later. God will take care of you later. So you will go to heaven. That much is guaranteed. So at least the guarantee after death, at least some good life is guaranteed. So some guarantee is needed, you know. Here, how it's going to turn out, nobody knows. At least according to them.
See, both Islam and Christianity, it is more of not of a study or understanding like we do. It is mostly preaching, right? It's a one-way dialogue, monologue. When you go to any sessions, you know, any thing, so it's a monologue. Nobody questions him.
It's like this. You accept or reject them, something like that.
No, there's no question of accepting or not. I mean, it's just that's the way it is. That is what it is. Whether you accept or not is your problem. So it's a one-sided communication. There's a non-return valve, check valve.
Yeah, so it doesn't allow. There's no room for inquiry beyond a certain. No room for inquiry at all. You can't say what, when, why, all these questions. After a certain, some basic things, you can't ask much.
Yeah, the moment you question, the character assassination will start.
Right.
You will be, because look at Islam. Okay,
Blasphemy.
anybody who speaks against, you know,
Blasphemy.
the guy who wrote satanic verses is being hounded how many years now? So after all, he just wrote a book. So they try to silence rather than encourage discussion. So that's their way. So
we say that it is. I would say it is all aparavidya. Not paravidya. For us, it becomes paravidya because the inquiry is there. Vevidya veditavya. So it's clean. Yeah. So that's Go ahead, Anuradha.
I have a question totally different. Okay. I want to know the meaning in the shloka of Shankaracharya that Pratyak Chaitanya Rupoham Shantoham Prakrite Paraha Shashwata Nanda Rupoham. What is the meaning of the Shashwata here?
So Shashwata, see, Shashwata means Nityam. Okay?
What?
Nityam. Nityam means eternal. But if the Shashwata word comes along with the word Nityam or other words which also mean eternal, then Shashwata should be interpreted differently. Okay? He does that. In Kathopanishad, in one of the mantras, it will come and he will interpret it differently. What did we see? He will say apakshaya rahitam, like that he will say. He will interpret it differently. There I don't know. There I need to look at the shloka once again. Tell me all the words.
I have to sing it, otherwise it doesn't come. It's Pratyak Chaitanya Rupoham Shantoham prakritev paraha Shashvatananda rupoham Ahameva hamavyayah.
Ahameva ahamahvyayah. So there Shashvataha means Nityam. Yeah, I don't see any other Nityam there. So it means Nityam. Nityam means eternal, means free
So
from
it
time.
will have in the sentence, the same sentence, if there is a Nityam, then Shashwata is not Nityam.
Correct. Correct. Because we give the benefit of doubt to the author and say, you know what, they will not say Nityam. They don't have to say Nityam 2 times in the same sentence. Nityam,
Now,
Nityam, you say Nityam, Nityam, like that.
Pratyak Chaitanya Rupoham
Uh,
Shantoham Prakritif Paraha. Doesn't that mean that, like, I am the Pratyak Chaitanyam and I'm okay with the Prakriti? Shantoham Prakritif Paraha Shashwata Rupoham Ahameva Ahamavyayah.
yes.
So, but doesn't it have something to do with the Prakriti?
Prakriti Paraha. So he is talking about Purusha and Prakriti. I am Purushaha, he says. I am not Prakriti. In my essential nature, I am Purushaha, which is Prakriti Param. Paraha. Para means I am other than Prakriti. I am superior to Prakriti. What is superior to Prakriti? That which sustains Prakriti is superior to Prakriti. Exactly like in our, which chapter was it?
So this Shanta is not being gentle with the Prakriti.
Now, here it is talking about this, the Satchidananda Atma, everything. So there is no transactional attribute given in this sentence. Every word you said is a asadharana lakshanam of Atma.
This is from the Brahmananda Valli.
Brahmagnanavali Mala.
Yeah, it is not Brahmananda. It is Brahmananda Valli Taittiriya Upanishad. It must be.
It's called Brahmagnanavali Mala.
Brahmagyana Valli Par. Yeah. What she said.
Okay. Correct.
So then, so the way to understand that, tell me the full sentence in the meaning. That Pratyak Chaitanya Rupoham Shantoham Prakritef Paraha Shashwata Rupoham Ahameva Hamavyayam.
Yeah. So Pratyak Rupa Chaitanya. So I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the senses, I am none of these things, I am not any of the koshas. Then who am I? Pratyak Rupa Chaitanya means that Chaitanya, that Satchidananda Atma, that Chaitanya Rupa Atma, Ahamasmi. Pratyagatma Ahamasmi. Why do they say Pratyagatma? Why not just say Atma? Well, just to be even more careful, just in case you may think Atma to be something else, Pratyagatma, the innermost Atma. That is the literal meaning of Pratyagatma. Okay. Pratyak Chaitanyam. Then what? Shantaha, right?
Shantoham Prakritef Paraha.
Shanto. So there Shanta means Ananda. Ananda Rupoham. Okay. Shantoham. Then what? Prakritev Paraha. I am Panchakoshatitaha. I am Atita of everything. I am Mayatitaha. Ajo Pisannam Yatma Bhutana Vishwaro Pisan. So I am Ajaha. And Prakritim Swam Adhishtaya Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. Like that he says in 4th chapter, I think, right? So that Maya I am not. Then who am I? Mayayaha Param. Prakritev Param. I am Ajaha. Prakritev Param. I'm more than Maya. Okay, Maya is changing constantly. Maya is constantly changing, but I'm Nirvikara. I don't change at all. Chaitanyam does not change because it has no guna, nirgunam. And because it is avyayam, at the end of the sentence, you have avyayam. There is no vyaya for me. There is no change, there is no decline, there is no growth for me. Avyayam. Okay? Prakritev paraha. Then in between you had one more. What was that?
Shashwata Rupoha.
Shashvatananda Rupoham.
Shashvatananda Rupo. Shashvata Ananda. That Ananda is not experiential Ananda. If it were experiential Ananda, it is coming and going. Akama Pai Ananda. I am Shashvata Ananda. My nature is Ananda.
Eternal. Yeah.
Nature is Ananda, Shashvata Ananda, therefore eternal Ananda. Okay, therefore not to be confused with, therefore I can always experience bliss. No, experience can never be eternal. Experience can never be eternal. Why? Because that is the nature of experience. By definition, experience comes. When something comes, it can only stay for some time, it has to go. And so this experience is world is different. And so I'm Shashvatananda. And then what?
Ahameva Ahamabhaya.
Ahamabhyaya. Ahameva Ahamabhyaya. Ahameva. That is me, I alone. Don't look for it somewhere. Hey, that is me. I don't have to look for anything anywhere else. What about don't I have to look for God? Yeah, you're welcome to look for God. But God also is going to say, I am not different from you, my dear friend. Therefore, rather than wait for God to come and tell you that, you better figure it out yourself. Ahameva Ahamabhyayam. Ahameva. Therefore, that's the way I'm interpreting that shloka.
Yeah, thank you so much, because the English version of that is so different. That's why I got the idea that it's the I am quiet with the Prakriti.
Correct. So that's a wrong translation. I think you see that. You see why it's wrong. Because it's not describing anything transactional at all. Quietness and all is adhikaritvam mein hai, shamadamadi hai. Shama is shantaum. Okay, there what you said comes. I must learn to accept things as they are. Shama is what? What is the definition of Shama per Tattvabodhakara? Does Tattvabodha say Shama is? Dhamma is there. Related definitions. Shama is mano nigraha. Dhamma is indriya nigraha. So indriya nigraha. It's my sense organs. Both my jnanendriyani and karmendriyani. I should have mastery over those organs. Mastery. Then mind mastery is Shama. Okay, mind mastery means even before the mind goes somewhere, I can say, no, that's just, let's come back. Let's come back. I can do that. So that mastery, that's called Shama. And Shanta is equal to Shama. If we were to assume Shanta was transaction, Shanta, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, he is what? The transactional Shama Shanta is what we are talking at Om Shanti Shanti. Okay? 3 types of Shanti.
This is totally in the Paramarthic use of.
Which one is Paramarthic?
The eternal and
right.
Yeah. So then that would, like, your meaning will be more appropriate, because in the whole song he has that all the time.
Correct.
So
that
this line was bothering me. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Correct. Paramarthika Shanta. Shantaha.
Yeah.
That sentence. And here Om Shanti Shanti is Vyavaharika Shanti. Because
Thank you.
I need that Shanti from, Adi Devika, Adi Bhautika, and Adhyatmika.
Yeah.
Called Vyavaharika Ashanti, Vyavaharika Tampaha. Therefore, I need Shanti to counter that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Sure. Anybody else? There's a message here. Good. So we will pause. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Thank you.
Thank you.
धन्यवादः